A longtime Irving business also did its part to pay tribute to American soldiers. We attended to bring you this Irving Review story. At first glance, this flurry of activity at the corner of Irving Boulevard and Lucille might have seemed like an ordinary fall festival taking place on a cool, crisp Saturday. But this wasn't your average community get-together or outdoor celebration.
I woke up this morning in the greatest country in the entire world, the United States of America, and so did you. And because a group of men and women over the years, and up to right now, have paid the price of freedom.
Hosted by Porter's Army-Navy, the event was Stephen Cindy Porter's way of bringing together a community in support of U.S. soldiers and to pay tribute to the men and women of the United States military. And the timing of the Porter's Patriotic Party couldn't have been more perfect.
We're having a great Veterans Day celebration today. We're for wounded troops when they arrive at Fort Hood and trying to make a great big day out of it. The soldiers are overseas, they're living very harsh lives. When they come back, they're wounded, so we're having a big collection drive as well as celebrating Veterans Day.
Since Porter's opened in 1946, the business has become an Irving institution of sorts. As one of the city's oldest businesses, Porter's has grown up with Irving, and Irving residents have grown up with Porter's.
We have the good luck and the good fortune to meet soldiers and veterans all day long in our store, every day. They're the best our country has to offer, and you just want to help them out. And there's not too much we can do for them. You know, we want to do all that we can. They pay the ultimate price sometimes, unfortunately, but they protect our freedoms. So whatever we can do is not enough. So we really want to give them the best that we can. They're the best our country has. I really believe that. The military. So we take a day out of our lives to help them. You know, it's no price to pay.
Porter's has long been a local military supporter and has served as a drop-off site for supplies for the soldiers since the Iraq War began.
We've always wanted to support our men and women that are fighting over there, and we try to go wherever it's needed most. And there's a lot that our government does for our soldiers, or that our soldiers do for us, but there's not a lot that we have an opportunity to do for them. And what's the because they're sacrificing hourly and daily for the freedoms that we get to take advantage of, and we want to give that back to them.
This time giving back meant getting the community involved in the cause by writing letters to the soldiers and donating to the supply drive.
Our supplies are going to Fort Hood. We met with the gentleman at Fort Hood, and when the soldiers are injured in Iraq or Bosnia or Afghanistan, and they come back to Fort Hood, they arrive as is because they've been taken immediately for medical care. And when they get here, they don't have a toothbrush, they don't have toothpaste, soap, they don't have anything. So we're working with the hospital to help them supply that, especially now that their donations have dropped so severely. And it's a very needed item.
The collected supplies will also help Fisher House.
Now, for those who don't know what Fisher House, it's like the Ronald McDonald House of the military, only nobody's selling hamburgers for them. And they house the wives and the children and the parents of the wounded. So they can come and stay there in a home with kitchen and food and bedrooms and everything that they need. And in order for them to be there for their soldier. So we help the Fisher House with their needs. Like one of the items that we're going to be giving them are the portable DVD players. It's a long day in a hospital for a child. So this way the child can take the DVD player over with movies and be over there, and the time will go.
A stream of supplies has been coming into Porter's for days, and a steady stream of volunteers have been showing up to help.
We've always tried to support our soldiers in the past, and people will call and what can we bring, where are you at? But this one's been so different, and this one they've called and said, what can we do to help? What else can we do? Who can we bring? You know, what more can we do? And they're not happy just to give something. They want more for them. They want to do more for our soldiers. And the community has been brought together to be here.
Irving teacher Darlene Dean definitely wanted to be at the event and had her own reasons for wanting to help out.
I have a Navy son and a Navy corpsman son-in-law, so military is very special to me.
Miss Dean was more than willing to give up a Saturday to help the soldiers.
Because if we don't do it, nobody else does. The drive-by media does not support our troops. They're very negative, and I work at the USO on Monday nights, and I love it because I get to see the soldiers coming and going, let them know that we do care, that we support them, we support what they're doing for us for the freedom, and that there are people who care.
Plenty of people who care showed up at Porter's, including Irving resident A.L. Lauderdale, who offered his support to local soldiers by firing up his grill.
For me being here and can do what I can do, they're doing what they can do over there. And if it's been any other place in the world, sweetheart, you wouldn't have this stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
I've been in 44 different countries before I was the age of 38. And I know what it is, and I know what it is. And the world is, the people in the United States don't understand it and don't respect it.
But on this day, the gift of freedom is revered, the flag hoisted proudly, and the contributions of United States veterans honored by a new generation of Americans.
Well, I think it's quite important because we need to show them how much we care, that they gave our lives just to help us to make the country that we are today.
On this special day, gazes turn skyward as a community comes together to pay tribute to those who serve.
That I'm so grateful to be a part of this. Even though I may have been instigating and helping to put it on, I almost feel like an observer because I see what all these people are doing and how excited they are and how hard they work. And, you know, the scout troops that will take a weekend that we've never met and never knew anything about us, that are sitting at a grocery store collecting items. And then they share the experiences they've had with that and what a growing, you know, with the people they met when they were the soldiers, and it just has extended further and further out in the community.
If you weren't lucky enough to be part of Porter's Patriotic Tribute on Veterans Day, but still want to show your support to the U.S. military and their families, the store will continue to collect donations to disperse to the troops.
And one of the things that we're going to really need, and one thing they asked for, was letters to the soldiers. So we've been collecting children of Irving. They all wrote letters to them. We have a table out here today where people can stop by and write letters, and the kids can draw pictures for the soldiers. And then on our website, which is www.helpourwounded.com, they can go there anytime, now and even later. And we have an area on there where they can click and they can write a letter to our soldiers anywhere in the country. And we will copy those off and we will get them directly to the hospital for the wounded to receive.